she's up there. Ooh, oi. Ooh. She almost fell out of the tree, guys. Did you hear that snap? Are you a New York Yankees fan? Wearing your New York Yankees cap. I had to look up in this guy. Look up, look up. I had to clean the black junk from the wrinkle in his neck. You remember when you were a kid, you were running around and you built up all your sweat, and you get the black junk under your chin from playing, the black junk under your arms. When we were kids, we used to run around. Good friends of ours growing up, we'd always tell each other, look up in the sky, black junk. Yeah. I didn't expect this today, but hey, you know, something to do. I mean, out here in the province, Lut said to me, hey, you want to go somewhere later on, which is now, and I said, sure. Well, when we get there, I'll show you. I'll show you what we're doing, where we're at, and why we are there. We're heading kind of north. Kind of north. All right, we have made it to our destination. As you've seen, the roads are nice and open and wide. Really good shape, good shape. I wouldn't say excellent shape, but very good shape. But we've made it up here. Where are we at? What? I don't even know the name of this barangay. Santo Niño. We were up here in Santo Niño for a fiesta a while back. And we're up here now, not for a fiesta, but to sadly bury a family member that has passed away. Huh?
Viewing.
Viewing, not a burial. The viewing. The burial comes later. And I had to ask Lut before we left, you know, what color should I wear? Because you don't know here. There may be a color that they seem like that it's not appropriate to wear. Red. Lut is saying red. So I went with all white. And she said I'm good to go. Anyways, I pulled over here and parked along the road in the shade, and looks like here's a cacao tree. Cocoa cacao tree, right? And I'm like, well, where's the fruit at? If you can see it, it's right up there. There's a couple up in there. Cacao tree. That's what you make cocoa from, right, Lut?
Yeah.
Some type of cacao. So, anyways, we're going to roll in here, pay our respects, and pay our respects, right? Look, what are you doing? We're at a viewing, and look what Lut's doing.
Climbing.
She's climbing up in a tree here. Makeshift ladder. What is she coming up there for?
Tambi.
Tambi. It's fruit.
All these tambi.
Right here, you can see it. Right
They have
here.
different color actually.
Tambi. There's some. All up in here is some.
Here. You wanna get some?
That's Tambi right there.
Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. There, wait, here. That'll make a good fruit. That'll make a good thumbnail. Look here and smile, look. Tambi, it's a fruit.
Yeah.
And that's what she's up there. Ooh, oi. Ooh. She almost fell out of the tree, guys. Did you hear that snap?
Cacao.
Look.
Laong kukuha.
The thing broke. I got a hold of you.
una pa yung yawa.
Here, step down. Step down.
Wait. Abi.
Leave the tumbi alone. She almost killed herself getting tumbi. She almost died at a viewing. Jesus. All right, what? All right, I got.
I'm fine.
All right, she's fine. She's fine. Whew. Wow, look, that was a close one.
Huh?
That was a close one, and she's still up there.
I'm still holding
And
this
she's
one
still up there.
here, so in
She's
case
still
I'm
getting
going
more.
to add it.
She is not done. She's gonna get every tumbi out of the tree.
Tambia.
The shot of this tumbi. I don't think I've ever had it before. It's kind of, the texture's a little on the hard side. Can you eat the whole thing, Lit?
Oh.
All right.
It's like sour.
Oh, it's sour.
Yeah, it's sour.
That is sour, but it's good. Texture, it's kind of a little on the crunchy side, kind of like an apple, a soft apple. Best way to describe it. All right, guys. If you're wondering if Lit is okay, well, hang on a second. She will let you know how she's doing. What? Are you okay?
Oh, it's okay, but not really. It just feels like I feel hurt.
You got a scratch on your
Yeah.
leg,
I can
scratch
like,
on your arm.
when I got like injured. No, when I get the accident, I don't feel anything in my legs until you're done. Until I down already.
And what got you the worst over the
Ants,
scratches?
like-
Ants.
This one here is so itchy.
There were ants
Everything
up there.
in my body is very itchy.
She got attacked by the
You want to
ants.
see this one here?
The ants. The ants hurt her worse than the cracking of the ladder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Let's sit and talk a little bit, shall we? A little education for those that are not too familiar with Philippines and the process of burying loved ones in the province. Somebody might be saying, "Oh, I can't believe Lit was climbing in a tree. So disrespectful. You know, you're there for a viewing and you're doing that." Those that say that, I got one thing to say to you. Have you ever been to a viewing funeral in a province? You got to remember stuff. Things are different in the province when it comes to funerals and burials compared to in the States. In the States, it can cost you thousands, thousands and thousands of dollars to bury a loved one. It cost me, because I paid for it, when we buried Lit's grandmother, year or so, give or take. I'm talking the funeral, then preparing the body, then bringing a casket, putting a little display up inside the house. Just me, just for that, was it right around $1,000 US. You can understand a lot of people here in the province don't have much money. All right, it is not uncommon for not to even have a viewing or a funeral. Just go get the paperwork to proof of a person passing away, and put the body in a concrete cement structure. You know what I mean? No viewing, no nothing. People can't afford it. Here they can have anywhere from 6 to 9 days of a viewing for family to come to pay their respects. You might have families coming from out of the country, from different provinces, so they make them long. You know, the days are long. People come off and on throughout the day. A majority of the people will come at night. At night when they come, red horses brought, guys sit around, women sit around, they play cards, they laugh, they joke, they have a good time, they raise money. A lot of times they'll give the money that was won in the gambling to the family of the deceased family members to help pay for costs. You know, the families, they're always going to provide food. Like today we showed up in the afternoon. We had some bread, some like a spread to put on the bread, and then she went down the road and grabbed some chicken manok fed us some chicken manuk, but they'll have little snacks and stuff. Peanuts and coffee. Coffee's big. Bread is big also with some kind of spread. But now at night, they'll have more food because they know the majority of the people are going to come at night. When the sun's down, people can come here. They're not working, different things like that. But it's a big gathering. It's a big gathering of a family and friends. Even like Lut and her sister and her mom, they were making these little flowers out of like a paper mache. They were, twisting it and turning it and cutting it and wrapping it up. And they'll use those flowers to probably put on the casket on the day of the funeral. Just to have something there. They don't have much money. So they do little things like that. And they, that's Lut and her family's little way of contributing a little bit. And of course, give a little bit of money to help because food can get expensive, when you have 6-9 days and if you have a lot of people coming here. Funerals, the bodies are viewed inside the house. They might not have the money to go to a funeral home, to rent a funeral home, to go to a church, to rent out an area in a church to where they can hold the funeral. But that's how they do it here. Maybe in the city it's different. I think my wife said, you can still view bodies in a house in a city. I'm not sure. But yeah, some people, they will comment, but they don't understand how things roll and how things work in different countries. That's a difference in cultures, all right? In America, you're coming in, you're paying your respect, everything's quiet. You know what I mean? You've been to funerals. Here it's different. Now, don't get me wrong, they do pay the respect for the loved ones. They'll have prayers at night where the family will bring people in maybe from the church and they'll do like Bible verses and sing-alongs and pay their respect that way. And of course, the day of the funeral, they'll pay their respects that way. But the viewing part, which we came to, I think Lut said maybe tomorrow evening we'll come back up. It's completely different than other countries you've been in. So I hope that educated some of you people out there that thought we were disrespectful at a funeral and look what. Nah, this is how the Philippines rolls out here in the province, guys. And like I said, if you've been to them, you know. If you haven't been to them, you don't know. So I figured I'd give you a little education on how they bury. How they show respect for the loved ones. And think about it, coming up at the end of the month is All Souls Day. All Souls Day, families go out to the grave sites, all right? They will set up tents. They will bring food. They will picnic. They will drink. They will have a good time. They'll play music. That's how they celebrate the death of their loved ones during All Souls Day. So anyways, guys, leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. I always like to hear your comments. And with that, we will talk to you later.